Welcome back to SpeakCast English, your daily English listening practice podcast. I'm Andrew, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today.
And I'm Emma. And Andrew, I'm even more thrilled. It's always such a treat to connect with all of our amazing listeners. How are you feeling today? Ready for some English fun?
I am, Emma, I really am. And I'm especially excited because today's topic is something that I think everyone, from beginners to advanced learners, can relate to. It's one of those little things that can cause big headaches.
Oh, you're building the suspense now. I love it. Is it about idioms? Or maybe those tricky prepositions that always seem to change their meaning? Like, on the table, versus, at the table.
Good guesses, Emma. Very good guesses. But no, not quite. We're going even smaller today. We're talking about the tiniest words that often get overlooked, but they pack a huge punch when it comes to meaning and clarity.
Tiniest words? Less than break time equals 500 milliseconds, greater than. Are we talking about conjunctions? Like, and, or, but. Or maybe interjections? Oh, wow.
Even smaller, Emma. Think about the words that come before nouns. The ones that tell us if something is general or specific.
Oh, I know. Are we talking about a, an, and, the articles?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, Emma. Today, we're diving deep into a, an, and, the. They seem so simple, right? Just three little words. But oh, the trouble they can cause.
You are so right. They look innocent on paper, but in real conversation? Especially when you're speaking quickly, or if you're a little nervous, they can be so tricky. I've definitely had my share of article-related mix-ups.
Haven't we all? And that's exactly what today's story is all about. A real-life situation where a tiny article led to a rather amusing and slightly awkward misunderstanding.
Oh, I'm ready for this. I love your stories, Andrew. They always make the grammar points so much clearer. What happened this time? Tell me more.
All right. So, imagine this, Emma. My friend, Sarah, was at her office just last week. It was a typical Tuesday morning, a bit chilly outside, but the office was warm and buzzing.
Okay, I can picture it. The smell of coffee, the hum of computers. Less than break time equals 500 milliseconds, greater than.
Exactly. Sarah had just settled in, checked her emails, and decided she needed a little pick-me-up. So, she headed to the break room to make herself a cup of tea. She loves her herbal tea, you know.
Oh, I'm a big tea person too. So, she's in the break room, probably enjoying the quiet before the day really kicks off.
Precisely. She's stirring her tea, maybe scrolling through her phone for a moment, just enjoying a quiet start. But then, she remembered something important she needed to jot down. A quick note for her team leader about a meeting later that day.
Ah, the sudden realization. That always happens to me. I'll be relaxed, and then bam. Something important pops into my head.
Right? So, she reached into her bag, then checked her pockets, then looked around the counter. Less than break time equals 500 milliseconds, greater than, but no pen. Not a single pen in sight. It's like pens have a secret life and just wander off when you need them most.
Oh, tell me about it. My pens are like tiny ninjas. They just vanish. It's a universal mystery. So, Sarah's panicking a little, needing to write this note.
Exactly. She was starting to get a bit frustrated, thinking, seriously? Not one pen? She glanced around the break room, hoping to spot one lying around. And that's when she saw David.
David? Is this the David from the story?
The very same. David was sitting at a small table in the corner of the break room, completely engrossed in his work. He had his laptop open, papers spread out, and he was writing something very carefully.
Okay, so he's clearly busy. And he has a pen. This is where it gets interesting, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Now, what Sarah didn't know was that David was having a bit of a stressful morning himself. He had been searching high and low for his favorite pen.
Oh no, not the pen.
Yes, the pen. It wasn't just any pen, Emma. It was a special, limited edition fountain pen. A gift from his daughter for his birthday, engraved with his initials. He was incredibly sentimental about it.
Ah, that's so sweet. So, he's probably been tearing his office apart looking for it, feeling a bit anxious.
You got it. He'd checked his desk, his drawers, even under his keyboard. He was convinced he'd lost it, and he was feeling pretty down about it. He was actually using a generic ballpoint pen at the moment, but his mind was still on his missing treasure.
So, he's already in a specific pen mindset. He's thinking about his special pen. This is setting up for disaster.
It really is. So, Sarah, completely unaware of David's internal pen drama, walked over to his table. She gave a friendly smile, trying not to interrupt him too much.
And she just asked him, "Do you have a pen?" Right? That's the natural thing to ask.
That's exactly what she intended to ask. She opened her mouth, and she said, "Excuse me, David? Do you have less than break time equals 500 milliseconds greater than a pen?"
A pen. Meaning, any pen, I just need to write something.
Precisely. But here's where the small, almost imperceptible shift in pronunciation, combined with David's pre-existing anxiety, created a perfect storm.
Oh, I can feel the tension building. What did David hear?
David, still half distracted, still mentally replaying his morning search for his precious fountain pen, looked up. His eyes, which had been focused intently on his work, suddenly widened. He seemed to freeze for a second.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Not at all. He slowly put down the pen he was holding, and his voice was a mix of disbelief and hope. He said, "The pen? My pen? Did less than break time equals 500 milliseconds greater than did you find it?"
Oh my goodness. No. He heard, the pen. That's such a huge difference. A pen versus the pen. One is general, the other is so specific.
Exactly. Sarah was completely taken aback. She just wanted any writing instrument, a simple ballpoint, a pencil, anything. She wasn't on a treasure hunt for David's sentimental fountain pen.
I can just imagine her face. Like, what on earth is he talking about? She must have been so confused. And probably a little embarrassed for him, thinking he was being strange.
She was. She blinked at him, completely bewildered. She said, "No, David, not your pen. Just less than break time equals 500 milliseconds greater than a pen. Any pen. I just need to write a quick note for Mark."
And then it clicked for him, right? The light bulb moment.
Yes, it did. And the color drained from his face a little. He suddenly looked incredibly embarrassed. He realized his mistake, and his shoulders slumped.
Oh, poor David. He must have felt so silly. All that drama over a simple A versus the.
He did. He let out a little laugh, a bit forced at first, then more genuine. He said, "Oh my goodness, Sarah. I am so sorry. I've been looking for my favorite fountain pen all morning, and when you said, the pen, I just less than break time equals 500 milliseconds greater than I just assumed."
That's so relatable, though. When you're focused on something specific, your brain just fills in the blanks with what it expects to hear.
Absolutely. And Sarah, seeing his genuine embarrassment, started to laugh too. She said, "No worries, David. I just need to borrow one for a minute. My ninja pens have vanished again."
So, a happy ending, after all the confusion. Did he find her a pen?
He did. He reached into his pencil case and pulled out a perfectly good, generic blue ballpoint pen. He handed it to her with a sheepish grin, saying, "Here you go, a pen for your note."
That's a great story, Andrew. It perfectly illustrates how a tiny sound, or a tiny word, can completely change the meaning and lead to such a funny, albeit awkward, situation.
It really does. And it's a very common point of confusion for English learners, especially when it comes to pronunciation. Sometimes, the difference between a and the can be very subtle in fast speech.
I know I sometimes rush them, or overpronounce them. It's like my brain knows they're important, so I try to make them stand out, but that's not always right, is it?
You hit the nail on the head, Emma. Often, the key to sounding natural and being understood is actually to underpronounce them, to make them quick and unstressed.
So, if I say, a, it means anyone, but the means a specific one, and the pronunciation is key. I need the fix for a common mistake.
Perfect. Let's dive deep into 3 common pronunciation points for articles. We'll look at a, an, and the in detail.
Yes, please. I'm ready to clear up my own article confusion. What's the first one?
Alright, first up, let's talk about a. When we say a, as in a pen, it almost never sounds like the letter a in the alphabet, which is I.
Oh, that's a big one for me. I definitely catch myself saying iPen sometimes.
You're not alone. Many learners do. In natural, everyday speech, a usually sounds like the sound. It's a very short, unstressed sound, like the a in sofa, or the u in umbrella. It's called the schwa sound.
So, like a pen, a book, a car. It's really quick, almost swallowed.
Exactly. It just flows into the next word. Think of it as a little bridge sound. I need a cup of coffee. Not, I need a cup of coffee. The I sound makes it sound like you're emphasizing the word a, which we rarely do unless we're correcting someone.
That makes so much sense. When I hear native speakers, it just sounds like one smooth word. A cup of coffee.
Precisely. It's all about that smooth flow. Let's try a few. I'll say them, and you repeat.
Okay, I'm ready.
I saw a dog.
I saw a dog. Emma tries the sound, making it quick.
Excellent. Now, she bought a new phone.
She bought a new phone.
Fantastic, Emma. You've got that quick, soft, sound down. It makes your speech sound so much more natural.
It feels a bit strange to not fully pronounce it, but I can hear the difference. It's like it's barely there.
That's the goal. Now, for our second point, N.
N is for words starting with a vowel sound, right? Like, an apple, an hour.
You are absolutely correct. And just like a, N also has a soft, unstressed pronunciation in everyday speech. It usually sounds like UHN.
UHN. So, not an, with a strong a sound, like the name Anne.
Exactly. It's not an apple. It's UHN apple. Again, it's that quick, almost swallowed sound, very similar to the sound, but with a little n at the end to connect it to the following vowel sound.
I think I do pronounce and too strongly sometimes. Like, an idea, instead of UHN idea.
That's another common habit. We tend to give every letter its full sound, but English often reduces these small words. Think of it as UHN, as in fun, but with a very short U sound. UHN idea, UHN elephant.
So, it should be soft and quick, just like a. UHN. It's like a little hum before the vowel.
That's a great way to think about it, Emma. A little hum. Let's practice this one.
Okay.
She has asterisk UHN asterisk interesting story.
She has asterisk UHN asterisk interesting story. Emma tries UHN.
Perfect. The flow is so much smoother. Try this one. It was asterisk UHN asterisk amazing experience.
It was asterisk UHN asterisk amazing experience.
Excellent, Emma. You're really getting the hang of these unstressed sounds. They're tiny but mighty.
They really are. Okay, so, a is and is UHN. What about the? That's the one that caused all the trouble in Sarah's story.
Yes, the star of our misunderstanding. The is a bit special because it has 2 main pronunciations, depending on the sound of the word that follows it.
Oh, I remember this rule. Is it about vowels and consonants?
You got it. When the comes before a word that starts with a asterisk consonant sound, like the book or the car, it's usually pronounced with that short sound we talked about. So, it sounds like thu.
So, thu book, thu car, thu table. Just like the in a.
Exactly. It's quick and unstressed. Thu movie was great, but here's the important part. When the comes before a word that starts with a asterisk vowel sound, it changes.
Oh, yes. This is the one. It's like the, isn't it? The apple.
That's it. It sounds like the, with a long E sound, like in sea or tree. The elephant, the idea, the end. This longer E sound helps connect the smoothly to the vowel sound that follows, preventing a choppy sound.
So, in the story, David heard Sarah say, "thu pen," but his brain interpreted it as the specific pen because he was already thinking about his lost pen.
Precisely. The implication of the was the main issue there. But if Sarah had said, "Do you have the pen?" that would have sounded even more specific and strange, because pen starts with a consonant, not a vowel.
Right. So, if I say thu before a vowel, like thu apple, that would sound a bit off?
It would sound a little unnatural, yes. The sound creates a much smoother transition. It's like a little musical note that helps the words flow together.
Okay, this is super helpful. So, thu book, but the apple. Got it. Let's practice.
Excellent. Try this one. The movie was great.
Thu movie was great. Emma uses a sound.
Perfect. Now, the ending was surprising.
The ending was surprising. Emma stresses ee.
Fantastic, Emma. You nailed the sound before a vowel. You're making those articles sing.
This is so helpful, Andrew. These small sounds really make a difference, not just for clarity but for sounding more natural.
They absolutely do. It's all about clarity and natural flow. And it's these little details that make your English sound more confident and authentic.
So, to recap, A is a and is uhn, the is thu before consonants and the before vowels. And the key is to make them quick and unstressed.
You've got the main points down perfectly, Emma. And the story about Sarah and David really makes it clear why this is so important, doesn't it? It's not just about rules, it's about real communication.
It really does. It shows how language lives in real situations, and how a tiny sound can prevent a big misunderstanding. I'm definitely going to be more mindful of these sounds now.
That's the goal. And speaking of mindfulness, how about we do a little shadowing practice?
Yes, please. I love shadowing. It really helps me feel the rhythm of the language. Can we use a sentence from Sarah's story? Maybe the one that started all the trouble?
Absolutely. Let's use that pivotal phrase. Do you have a pen? It's short, common, and directly related to our lesson.
Perfect. I'm ready.
Okay, listeners, and you too, Emma, let's practice. Remember, we're aiming for that soft, quick, sound for a. I'll say it slowly first, so you can really hear the sounds. Slowly, clearly enunciating each word, with a soft, for a. Do less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than you less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than have less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than a less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than pen.
Slowly, mimicking Andrew's pace and sound. Do less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than you less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than have less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than a less than break time equals 500 milliseconds. Greater than pen.
Good, Emma. Really focus on that almost invisible, Now, let's try it a little faster, at a more natural, conversational speed. Natural speed. Do you have a pen?
Natural speed, trying to maintain the sound. Do you have a pen?
Excellent, Emma. That sound was very natural, and the whole phrase flowed beautifully. It didn't sound like I pen at all.
It feels a bit strange to not fully pronounce like I, but I can definitely hear the difference now. It feels more connected to the rest of the sentence.
That's the goal. It's about sounding more natural and, most importantly, being clearly understood. Imagine if Sarah had said, "Do you have I pen?" David might have been even more confused.
So important. This story really hit home for me. It's not just about sounding good, it's about avoiding awkward moments.
Exactly. Remember, These small details in pronunciation can prevent bigger misunderstandings, and they can also make your English sound so much more confident and natural.
And it's a confidence booster too, knowing you're speaking more clearly.
Absolutely. So, the takeaway is to pay attention to these small words. They might be tiny, but they carry a lot of meaning and impact.
And don't be afraid to ask for clarification if something sounds confusing. Like, did you say, a pen, or, the pen?
Precisely. That's a fantastic way to handle it. Communication is a two-way street, and clarifying is always a good idea.
This was such a great episode, Andrew. I learned so much, and I feel like I have a much clearer understanding of how to use and pronounce these articles now. And helping our listeners avoid their own pen misunderstandings, or apple misunderstandings, or movie misunderstandings.
Yes. So, for our comment challenge today, we want you to try something a little different. We want you to use one of the phrases we discussed, focusing on the correct article pronunciation.
Tell us about a time you had a small misunderstanding because of a word, or just practice one of the sentences we used today.
For example, you could write, I need a cup of coffee, making sure to think about that, sound.
Or, she has interesting story. Or, the movie was great, or even, the ending was surprising.
We'd absolutely love to read your comments and see you practicing. It's the best way to make these new habits stick. Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases. Remember, a is and is the is thu before consonants and the before vowels.
Pick one or two expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation. The more you practice, the more natural it will become.
Thank you for listening today. We truly hope this episode helped you practice real English in a fun and engaging way.
Please like this video if you found it helpful. It really helps us reach more learners like you.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future episodes.
Leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today, or tell us about your own article adventures. We love hearing from you. Bye for now. Keep practicing.
You've been listening to SpeakCast English. Thanks for practicing with us, and see you next time on SpeakCast English.